Hello, this is Tamara Hunter, and I have my chemo buddy Lisa Brown, and we are in hour number 10 with Dr. Jaye Johnson, and this is the Service Heroes Telethon benefiting Chemo Buddies for Life. And Jay, you've been with us since about what, 2 o'clock this morning. So what do you think so far?
It's awesome.
We've been having a little bit of fun, and we've had a few tears, and we've had a lot of giggles. I mean, we had some pretty huge shenanigans there for a while. Even it was pretty much just
yeah. Am I giving out feedback? Do you guys hear me okay?
I hear you fine, and I'm not hearing any feedback. Are you hearing feedback from us?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, we're clean on this one. I'm gonna just put the PayPal link in here right now, so we've got it.
So before we get started, like Tamara, I just really want to acknowledge you for being such an amazing human being. Like doing this telethon, what you do with Chemo Buddies, the Service Heroes. I mean, you're a machine, and I just really appreciate who you are for the planet and just who you are for humanity. And it's a beautiful thing to like be in your presence and to just get to know you. I'm so grateful for that, and I just love you so much.
Well, thank you, Jay. You know, that right at you, because my goodness, you are like the rock star of rock stars. In fact, ever since I've met you, in fact, I think one of the reasons that we've really bonded is because of you. We were in Colorado Springs, and we had both been invited by, I've been invited by Don McGrath. Were you invited by Don, or were you invited by Jim?
I was invited by Preston.
Oh, by Preston. Okay, well, there you go. That's how it worked. So we were invited by different people, bottom line. And so then to be a part of a coalition, and we're getting it all together, and we're meeting each other, and we're realizing we all really gel and everything. And so then towards the end, as we're about ready to start closing things down for one night that went on a marathon day and night, and Jay's like, okay, if anybody needs help, I want you to reach out to me. And I did, because you offered it, and you have been so generous and helpful, and I can't even say thank you enough, because you have skills, lots of them. I mean, in your little finger, you have, like, in your pinky, you have more skills than most people, because you talk about someone that's out there changing the world and willing to put the time and effort into it. And I actually told Lisa, I'm like, you know what? Jay actually went so many hours and he only got so much sleep. And he wasn't even grumpy pants about it.
He did. Right. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I say that I was not so grumpy pants at the moment when I was telling her, because we had a few things kind of going south a bit. I mean, it's been a little challenging, and my challenges, because this is all new to me, and you've been so generous in helping with that. And so I just wanted to thank you for that.
I'm simply a reflection of you. It's you just got to take a moment right now. Just the two of you, just take a moment with me and just take a breath. Just
okay.
Because in every breath, there's a miracle. The miracle that we are actually here to take that breath. It's just to be in gratitude for that, and to be in gratitude as, for what we're here for, which is really to just bring a little love, support, and compassion to some amazing human beings. And and just to be grateful for the fact that we can do this today. I am really grateful to be here and honored that you asked me to be here.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, truly, thank you. And thank you for your belief in this program and in the Chemo Buddies. And you've been, they love you. They absolutely love you. And, here I met Jay, and I had very, very shortly after he was a service hero right away. I saw it, and we went live when we were there in Colorado Springs,
Yeah.
right there on Don's property, and it was a lot of fun. And you shared a story that we'll have you share in a few minutes. And so we have this great, amazing bonding time. And then I'm like, okay, now let me tell you about something that's happening. I think it was like that next weekend or just in a few days or something. I have this Service Heroes program that's going to be in LA, and would you like to come? And he's like, I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah.
You were there. You came immediately. And you, without a question, it was like, yeah, I'm there. And that support and that love and that immediacy to say, yeah, you know it, I'm loving this. And that from there, it was like, okay, he's a keeper.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're a keeper. So now, if you would you mind sharing what you shared about when you were talking about your wife? Because we were in a car going to this place, and you were telling me about that. Do you mind sharing?
Sure. Yeah. So those of you who don't know me, I'm a certified hypnotherapist, mental emotional release certified trainer, and also a certified trainer of neurolinguistic programming. So there's a little bit of my backstory, and that'll make this story about my wife even more clear. My wife was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she and I both, when she got the diagnosis, talked about it. She expressed her feelings and concerns about it and got it all out, the hurt, the pain, the grief, all in like one conversation. And from that, I just asked her, hey, what does this diagnosis mean to you? And she was like, it just means it's just a little challenge that I need to break through. So let me do the work. And we immediately went to work. We didn't tell anyone about the diagnosis because we didn't want that energy to come into what we were working on. She immediately did all of the mind, body, spiritual work that she needed to do to become in alignment with healing. And without a doubt, they went in to do surgery and was like, we don't even know why we're here. Like it's totally gone. And it was just really about her blocking out anything that she knew about cancer or about other people who had cancer or about what cancer could be, what it could mean to her. She totally blocked it out, even blocked out what the doctors were saying, and was just like, my commitment is to being healed. And through that conviction, that knowing, that belief, and becoming in alignment with what it is to be healed, she was healed. And even after, if you know anything about cancer, anything about breast cancer, the doctors recommend a protocol even after that you would undergo radiation. And we sat in their office, in the oncologist's office, and he said, no, with your age, it's going to come back if you don't do this radiation. And the first thing she said was, no, it's not going to come back because I've healed it. And I'm not going to do radiation because that's putting, for her, that was a choice, was putting poison into her body. And she did not want that. And so, after doctors badgering her about doing it, she was committed to that. And thank God today she's healthy and happy and cancer-free. And I really absolutely know that cancer is an effect of some mental or emotional imbalance. And it's just about coming into balance with that, regaining balance, getting back to who you truly are. It can make a huge difference in the process and in the diagnosis as well. So,
absolutely. And I thank you for sharing that, because like here at Chemo Buddies, we really do. We believe that it's an individual choice, whatever the treatment is. And that's why we don't go into that. That's why we don't raise money for treatment. That's why we are not aligning ourselves with any of the treatment options where we could do that, and it would make it a lot easier, guys. And we haven't done that because of the fact that our buddies, our stand is don't do it alone. She didn't do it alone. She had you as a buddy. Now that oftentimes that will work, or maybe that doesn't work. Sometimes the spouses and they need a support buddy, and sometimes that patient needs, and they still might, because we believe that you don't just have to have one buddy. There's not a buddy limit here. We're not going to limit you.
Create a community. You can create a community of buddies like you're doing.
Exactly. We are creating a community, and yet within that community, we also have buddies that if that buddy needs to, and sometimes buddies will okay, now I need what you have over here, and I need that right now. Okay, I'll be your buddy. Let's get through this, because it's a term of endearment. It's a term of commitment. It's a term of, I'm here for you. Take my hand. It might be even like those image that we have of those digital hands, but take my digital hand, take my hand, and let's do this together. In fact, I'm going to bring on, we have our senior ambassador, that is, we all know and love Sharon. We all know and love Sharon. Okay, she's saying hi to us, and what is she saying? We are family.
We are.
We are.
I think one of the biggest and key things to being a buddy is to be committed to being a stand for whatever your buddy needs. So if that buddy chooses to take treatment, chooses not to take treatment, there's no judgment. There's just, I'm a stand for you as a human being, whatever your choice is. And, granted, I have my own thoughts about my wife's treatment, but I allowed her, it's her body. I allowed her to make the choices that felt best for her without my influence, with just being the space for whatever it is she needed.
Unconditional love, right?
Yeah.
It's that four-letter word again, that we believe in humor, hope, and heart, and you gotta laugh a lot, which we do. We do. We gotta laugh, and we laugh at ourselves a lot. And just and in the white tape area over there, I gotta leave that there.
Our crime scene corpse, good for mystery parties. Hour number, what was that? Hour number 5, I think it is.
That was hour number 4.
Oh, hour number 4. Oh, wow.
Hour number 4.
We're all blending together now.
In history.
I want to see hour number 4.
Oh, hour number 4.
Everybody has to watch hour number 4. It's the best comedy you could ever watch. You gotta watch hour 4. It's just nothing but.
It was total. There was no pre-planning in that.
Right. No, it was just really off the fly.
Number 4 was at 3:00 in the morning, and I'm not even going to give it away, except for
you just have to watch it.
Mark over there at the tape, that has everything to do with our.
We even had crime-fighting superheroes make an appearance in that hour.
Yeah, we had the crime fighting. That was just
crime fighting. I missed out on that one.
Yeah, and we have it all documented in multiple ways. Oh yes, and we even sold. We sold. Yeah. It was awesome. So and so thank you for being and your commentary through it just great too. It just added to it. It was a total team effect, and so
yeah, it was a team effort.
It was, and and that's what I love about this too, because you know what, we have so many wonderful people, and I'm so grateful for it, because the bottom line is that cancer affects just about everyone. You've been there and you've watched it. When I get up, and what do I ask? I ask people to stand, and I can't get through the second question without everybody standing, and everybody's been affected one way or another by cancer. One place, I take that back. One place, one person that said, nope, not me. And I went and talked to him because it was like, wow, you are unique.
Yeah,
you
really.
are unique. This is like the very first time, and only one time in a year that's happened. So the fact that all of these different influencers and performers and just people that have a heart have been getting on, and people like you, Jay, it just this guy. Okay, so you talked about what your credentials are for your story with your wife. So now, what are your credentials for? You have so many of them. I mean, we just went through a series of webinars. We just went through, you are helping with a website. You have a website company. You have a hosting company. What kind of company don't you have? I think it's easier to ask that.
I would call a serial entrepreneur.
Yes.
But underneath all of that, my why is I believe and know that I'm here on this planet to be a beneficial presence on this planet. And I do that by helping others achieve their greatness. And that's why the name of my company is Kingmakers. I make queens too. But,
Thank you.
Yeah, but ultimately, I'm here to use my skills, my talents, my abilities to help others succeed, and that brings me so much joy. It brings me so much joy when I'm consulting or coaching someone, on even personal development or business. It gives me so much joy just to see people realize their true potential and what they want out of life. It's what lights me up. It's what puts me in the zone. And I'm so grateful to just have the opportunity to work with amazing people like you. Tamara, I mean, it's just amazing. I love helping you fulfilling your mission. That's just, it really is a joy.
And I can tell that. And that's what's so cool about all of this. And that's why I'm so grateful for all the different, it's interesting how everything is just kind of like, it goes together in hand and glove with all the different projects, because when you have the Chemo Buddies that are involved with, and that are service heroes and are involved with the service heroes, and then you have the Speakers Coalition, and then going out and speaking, and then they're going out because they're streaming, and they then are meeting all these different people, and they get to know them. I mean, I don't think I go to any meeting now that everybody doesn't know Sharon. I don't think I do, and what I love too is that if she needs to get a hold of someone, she's not shy. She gets a hold of them. She knows that they are interested in what we're doing. So, there's a couple of other people that I actually want you to meet, and I'm going to actually, Ann-Marie, are you open to coming over here and being a part of this right now? Huh? Yes. Okay, because I'm going to step away for a moment.
I was going to say, have you even taken a break?
No, I haven't. And I'm going to take for just a moment, and I'm going to have
coffee or something.
But yeah, I need to just step away for a moment. And this is our. It's supposed to be a speaker, a blue spoon, and I don't know how to work. Right, so
while Tamara's navigating that, I just want to appeal to the audience, everybody watching. So what's important for work like this to get done, for organizations to exist, money is needed. There's no way around that. There are things that need to be purchased. There are expenses that the organization has, right? And your donations go and contribute to that. Up until this point, Tamara has been funding this, 95% of it by herself, and she needs our help. So I just want to appeal to the audience. Please consider a donation. It's tax write-off. This is a 501c3 organization. You will get a tax credit for this. just go to paypal.me/Chemo Buddies, the number 4, life. Whatever you can do, if you can sacrifice having a $4 Starbucks coffee, or eating out one night, just one small sacrifice to assist in furthering this cause. The more she can increase her budget, the more capacity she can have to reach and help and serve even more people. And your contributions will make that possible. So if you can't donate at this time, that's fine. There are other things you can do to get involved to help build this platform. You can share this telethon. You can ask others to donate. Whatever you can do to help grow her capacity, grow the capacity of Chemo Buddies for life would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So please do consider donating yourself, consider sharing this stream with someone, and asking others to contribute. Like she said before, everybody's been affected by cancer in some capacity. You know somebody who's been affected by it. You've been affected by it. No one should have to walk this journey alone. We should support one another, and your donation and contribution will make that possible.
Exactly.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Welcome.
Hey, Jake.
So
I was listening.
You're subbing for Tamara. Those are some big shoes to fill.
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
And who do we have? We have a princess in the.
We have a princess.
Bow to you, princess.
Yes.
That was my curtsy.
Hi, everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah, she came to join us today because I make it my point of duty to teach my children every single day that social wellness, which is exactly what Chemo Buddies for Life is so important. It's on par with physical wellness. So when we have healthy relationships and we can, garner that and share it with other people, we don't just survive, we thrive and we live well. Yeah. So, I mean, it's one of the things I wanted to reiterate about what you said and the work that Tamara is doing and Lisa is doing and the rest of us are joining up to do is what we're doing is we're saving lives. By having conversations, by reaching out and having eye contact for the individuals that are not able to come out, because they're shut-ins or, they have feelings pent up about how other people may perceive them or how they're perceiving themselves. And even for those of us that are out and about and going through cancer or have friends or family that are going through it, one of the most instant things we can do is share the love with our presence. And it instantly lifts the spirits. And it doesn't just lift the spirits, it helps us heal. Right, Jay? Because when you spent that time with your wife, when she was going through what she was going through, it was that love and support, that physical connection that you had with her that helped her come through. When my children are sick, what gets them to get better? It's those hugs from mommy and from daddy that encourage, right? That's exactly what Chemo Buddies for Life is. We have so many different organizations that fund the cure of cancer, but I really don't hear a lot about organizations that work on the other side of the cure that comes directly from being joyful and happy and being connected to other people that are like that. Right? I hear about that. So I'm so excited to be a part of.
Just to be really honest about it, there are billions of dollars. There's billions of dollars put into the cancer industry that it is. And it goes towards research, and all of that stuff is valid, and all of that stuff is needed. I'm not saying that at all. But the human condition, we require, to be comforted and supported in a very humane way. And you don't hear about a lot of funding going into programs like this that speak to the mental and emotional needs of someone with a diagnosis, and that's sad because it is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and to not have, funds and grants and, opportunities for organizations like Chemo Buddies for Life to write for grants, to be able to be awarded federal funding to support programs like this. Like it's actually sad.
It's actually very alarming. And I mean, I want to drop some statistics. It's like not necessarily one of my favorite, but one of the ones that really stick out to me. I mean, the number 5 killer of Americans is the workforce. It's workforce stress. You know, we go into buildings or whatever where we're going, and we are next to other people, but are we actually being socially well? Are we connected in that manner? We are not. You know, one of the biggest killers of Americans in the workforce is stress, right? And that's counterintuitive to being treated for cancer, which could have been brought on because of all the stress that we're going through every day. And kid you not, this is my mantra every day, man. I love this. When I met Tamara and I learned about what she was doing, we instantly connected. I was like, I'm doing exactly what you're doing, but I'm doing it on the other spectrum and really talking about what it is to be socially well, what it is to be emotionally well, you know, and how we can bring that forth. So when I got a chance to see more about Chemo Buddies for Life and meet the buddies, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. This is like a live action group, you know, organization that you can actually touch and feel and go feel with and watch online and, you know, and meet the service heroes and just enjoy life.
Yeah.
You know, it breathed life into me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is just, the energy is amazing.
Sometimes when the doctor, like in my instance, and even though being a social worker, it's like, you know, the doctor comes in and, you know, he says you have cancer. And, you know, he just says he's sorry. But, I mean, you're just sitting there like, it's just like a ton of bricks just hit you. And you just get up and you walk out. And it's just like, okay. But there's nobody, I mean, it's just like, he's just doing his job. There's nothing there to help you, support you. And then you just go home and that's all you think about was those 3 words, I have cancer. And there's nothing there to help you. I mean, he just did his job and it's just like, okay, and you're just left there with those pieces to deal with it. And there's not any support to help you with that.
That is very powerful. And no one should have to go through cancer alone and do that.
No one. And, you know, there's so much that can be done in that moment when you're given that diagnosis that could totally transform you and that diagnosis and how you feel about it, right?
Yeah.
But just leaving a person in that state to go deal with it. You know, where do you start, right? Because everything comes up for a person given that diagnosis, right? There's anger, there's sadness, there's fear, there's guilt, right? There's all these emotions, and all of those emotions are the very emotions that enhances the cancer, that feeds into it, that, you know, all of those things. So why have a person go through that if you want them to be healed, right? You want to attack those things first. You want to handle the mental and emotional state of your patient, to put them in the best framework mentally and emotionally so that they can sponsor healing for themselves, right?
Exactly.
I mean, the brain is very powerful. The brain is one of the most intricate, powerful computers. It is the most intricate and powerful computing system on the planet, right? And it can do a lot of things that we don't even have access to right now. So anything is possible. But, you know, it's like physicians nowadays are paid to see patients in 15 minutes or less.
Exactly.
And there is no space for them to be human beings. There's only space for them to be practicing. I always found that term interesting. Practicing. You're literally practicing on me, right? Medicine. You're not saying for certain that you know anything, right? You're practicing. Everything is a diagnosis based upon certain information, other people, what happened with them, and then you come up with this theory. And you know, if the thing about it is nowadays with physicians, you have to be your own advocate. You have to stand up to them. No one knows your body like you do. And
even when they're telling you,
yes, they have recommendations based upon their experience and education. And at the same time, you have to stand for what you absolutely believe in. You know, like I said before, my wife was badgered by a doctor that we're dear friends with. to undergo radiation that she did not need. And out of this potential fear that her cancer would return. And it's like, if we're operating on the fear that it's going to return, guess what's going to happen? It's going to return.
Exactly. You're manifesting it by simply. It's very
exactly.
simple. We're missing it. It's just going over our head. The thing that you focus on is the thing that will be manifesting. That's how fear works. Fear creates more fear.
Right.
And if you want to create more love, just make more love, and it'll happen. And that's how that happens. It's a simple concept. It seems complicated to so many, but it's alarming how we miss the mark every single time. We're afraid that this will come back. So let's do this extreme thing. Well, guess what? It's going to come
Guess what?
back.
You're going to be right. You're always going to be right.
Exactly.
And if that's your choice, then great. I support that choice. However, you can choose it by changing what your thoughts around it. You can absolutely choose it. I mean, there's numerous cases of people healing themselves from cancer through laughter, through just simply, surrounding themselves with positive people, positive energy, and actually doing something that is called laughter yoga. Have you ever heard of that? It's an actual yoga practice called laughter yoga. And there are studies. A famous author that I know and love, she's no longer with us now, Louise Hay, cured herself with cancer.
Yes.
And lived many, many years after her diagnosis. She did not transition from cancer. She transitioned from, natural causes. But it's like, it's possible. So anything's possible.
Yeah. In this day and age, if we give ourselves a chance, anything is possible. So, I mean, why not take the chance and donate to Chemo Buddies for Life? This is definitely an organization that, I can stand behind. I can stand behind all the other ones too. But honestly, I'm all about emotional wellness and anything that has to do with us taking charge of our lives, by taking charge of the stories that we tell ourselves and the I ams and what we're bringing into the world. That's literally what we're talking about right here. This is a powerful statement that we're making in saying, no, we will not sit down in fear, right, and create more fear. And guess what? Emotions are contagious. It's like the flu, and we're on epidemic level right now. So we are spreading the love today, and we would love your support for you to donate to Chemo Buddies for Life at paypal.me/Chemo Buddies for Life. We would really love your donations. And is this a time where I get to talk about the Family Legacy Project, or we're going to do that in a minute?
Let's see here.
I'm going to ask the director.
Let's see. Where are we at? We're going to be doing that soon.
Awesome. So we're going to bring up something very fun and interesting to you guys later on to, talk about your story.
Yeah.
Very, very powerful. It goes in line with every single thing that we are doing.
You can start talking with him about it, because I'm sure he's going to love it. Yeah, and we'll go further into it into the next hour too.
Yes. So Jay and everybody else listening, the Family Legacy Project, I prayed to God. I said, God, what is it you want me to do with my powerful talents of intuition, emotional wellness, and finger painting, right? And he said, connection. And I dreamt of, or at least I downloaded this concept of the Family Legacy Project, where I get to transfer and transform others' emotion and their loved ones onto canvas and immortalize them and tell their stories. So in a very powerful way, we are practicing social wellness and honoring Chemo Buddies for Life and their action and what they're doing. And Laws of Life would like to offer the ability to participate in the Family Legacy Project to you. We have 3 different canvases available, and what you would get is time with me. And we will talk about who you are, who you want to represent, who you want to, immortalize on canvas, and what your story is. What is your I am? And then connect, because we have this huge problem right now with families. We are not as connected as we should be, even with our friends. We are really not. We have like 10,000 different ways of communicating right now. And for some reason, we have a bigger divide than we ever did before. So the Family Legacy Project takes into account all of that and talk about how instantly one word can open a heart. and we capture it on canvas with our portraits. And so you commission your painting full price, and we will donate 50% of your donation to Chemo Buddies for Life, and then it's a give back program. So you get your family legacy honored on canvas as well as on video if you choose to do that. So you get so much more out of this whole process. I get to do the artistic version of Chemo Buddies for Life and fundraise for them with the Family Legacy Project. And Chemo Buddies for Life connect with you in a verbal context, and we just love that, right? So it's beautiful. If you choose to donate $10 or more to Chemo Buddies for Life, you will get 50% off any of the canvas sizes that are on sale right now. But you can commit to a larger donation simply by commissioning full price, and I'll give 50% of that commission to Chemo Buddies for Life. And it would be my honor to capture your experiences on canvas, right? And present that to you at a gallery show that will be culminating the whole bit. So, I mean, have you ever been to a gallery show that just has your portraits in it, Jay?
Nice.
Right. So what will happen is you'll get to come to an elegant, wonderful party that has, at least a gallery show, that has your portraits along with everybody else's, and I'll get to present them to you and your family members, and you'll get to share with them what you're doing. And an awesome thing to kick this off today, we'll be doing it very soon, is Tamara enlisted me to do a commissioned piece of one of her dear friends, and the recipient doesn't know what's going on. So there's a big feel, and I absolutely enjoyed creating this project for Tamara and for the recipient of this.
Very cool.
Yeah. So you guys will actually get to see
some good stuff. Get up, donate. Go to that. Go there right now and donate.
Yeah, so you can do Laws of Life.
Whatever it is you're doing, let this be a shiny squirrel and go donate right now.
Yeah.
So,
but what we're gonna do now, because I want to be able to. So thank you for talking about that, and then we're gonna talk some more about that here soon. But I want to be able to spend some time with you, Jay, and talk about what it is that you're doing. And you actually have a program that you were saying that you wanted to put out there and see if anybody wanted to donate to work with you, right?
Yeah. So first, let me just say, if you want to get some good inspiration, just something to listen to really good, I recently started a podcast called 44. And it's a weekly podcast where we're talking about just, those things that you can do to really take everything you want to do to the next level, right? Setting your intentions powerfully, reaching your goals, whatever it is that you want to do, healing yourself, it'll be all there. You can find it on iTunes, Google Podcasts, all the major podcast platforms. So feel free to come on board and start listening to that. It'll definitely set a great foundation for a great mindset. I can guarantee you that. The second thing is, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I do consulting, personal development, and coaching, and I have a program called GET. And GET is an acronym for GET, so G-E-T. GET is an acronym for Goals Exponentially Transformed. So it's all about aligning your mindset with the goals. Have you ever, especially now that the new year's approaching, you set a resolution like everybody does, and by the second week of January, done deal, right? You're like, what resolution? Well, GET is about helping you set a goal that actually is so powerful. It wakes you up in the morning and you're happy to get out of bed to get at it. So this program is a personal level values alignment program to put you fully in alignment, mentally, emotionally, physically in alignment with what it is you want to achieve. And then it's follow-up coaching to make sure you achieve it. So I'm donating that package to Chemo Buddies for Life.
Whoa!
It is valued at $2,495. That's what my clients pay for it. But that is completely for Chemo Buddies for Life. So anybody, the first 5 people that donates over $500 and can send Tamara an email, let her know that they made a $500 or more donation to Chemo Buddies for Life, which is tax deductible, by the way. Tax season is coming up, people. The first 5 people that donate $500 or more will have the gift program for themselves, or they can gift it to someone.
Wow, that's huge. I can't see anybody not wanting to work with you on that. I can tell you that, I mean, you can tell, right? And talking with Jay, he is just amazing, and I know it for a fact. The value that you are offering here, I am just humbled by the fact that you are doing this, because I know what your time is worth. I know what you do to help people, and I know how you give to others. I know it. And so the fact that you're doing this, I just want to say thank you so very much. And anybody that's watching this, I am serious that this is beyond a value. This is, quite honestly, it's a steal, because of the fact that and take that word back. I know that's a negative word, but it is though, because it is, if you are to invest in yourself, and if you went somewhere, I'm sure you could never get this deal to work with him. And the fact that you're doing this and then giving that as a donation to Chemo Buddies for Life, I am so grateful.
The first 5 people,
right,
$500, text, email, messenger Tamara and say, hey, I donated $500. I want the GET program. I want to get it for 2019. If you're ready to take it to the next level for 2019, and you want that to be your best year yet, you want to do this program with me, and I want to do it with you. So if it's meant for us to work together, you'll be donating $500 right now.
Right, and that's a tax donation. So
it's all tax deductible.
It's basically it's basically they're getting to work with you, and they're being paid back for it in so many different ways. And we are the beneficiaries.
They're going to get paid back, 100 times X that donation.
I know that.
It's going to be 100 times X that donation, like without a doubt, beyond a doubt, no doubt whatsoever that whatever you donate over $500, you're going to get 100 times X that. I will personally deliver that.
I have no doubt too, because I mean, he can do it.
I believe it. I met his energy. Oh my gosh. And I mean, this, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. I was just thinking about this is Christmas season. And honestly, if somebody really bought me a personal development package, I would love them for life. Love you for life. I'm not saying you should get it for me, but I'm just saying having an opportunity to invest in yourself. Right? This is not a payment, it's an investment. Invest in yourself, other than going on one of the infomercials to get the Instant Pot, which I do want. But you know what I'm saying? Like just getting an object like the Instant Pot, or some gadget or whatever that's being sold right now. And it's just all well and good, but what's going to stay with you for life, right? And will continually paying forth to every person that you come in contact with, and once you come in contact with them, that persons that come in contact with them is a personal development course. Oh my gosh, this right here is a great Christmas gift. If you haven't figured it out yet, go for it. $500, best money spent, best money
and you're
invested.
helping a good cause. You're helping.
All right, and you do for Christmas and it's tax deductible. Oh my gosh, I'm so inspired right now. Come on, you guys.
And I just want to say, those of you out there, do you know the investment that you're making by making a donation to Chemo Buddies? You don't know the specific person that you'll help, but your dollars will actually save someone's life.
Absolutely.
Can you get how powerful that is? You got to get that. If you're watching this right now, you really got to get that by you being generous and making a contribution to Chemo Buddies for Life, you're allowing the universe to bless you with even more prosperity and abundance.
Yes.
That's just how it works. Money is energy. The moment you set it free to do good, it comes right back.
Say it again. Money is energy, and set it free.
It's simply energy.
It's energy.
So
Exactly.
you go to that link right now, paypal.me/Chemo Buddies, the number 4 life. Donate $500. The first 5 people. As a matter of fact, if 10 people go, I will honor this for 10 people.
Woo!
And once we work together, we're in this forever. Beyond the program, I'm always going to be a friend. I'm always going to support. I'm always going to help you. I'm always going to do what I can.
Oh, yes. I know that for a fact.
Oh my God.
I know
you
that
guys
for
have
a
no
fact.
idea what just happened. You just made a connection with another socially well person. You want to work with Jaye. You want to work together and partner with him because you just would be investing in a socially well relationship with another person. And this is exactly what we're talking about when we talk about Chemo Buddies for life.
Yeah.
Right? This is exactly
why I love doing this gift program. Because I love doing this. I love working with people to get what they want out of life, to get their desires, because that's one more person on the planet that's going to do good.
Right.
That's just one more person that has the financial resources, the mental, emotional stability to just go do good on the planet. That's ultimately my goal. So anybody I work with, I'm in it for you to win. We're in this together for you to win. So just go make the donation. It's tax deductible. We're going to have a great time. We're going to make 2019 the best year ever for you, for everybody. Right?
Right.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Do it.
I am excited too. I'm excited in so many different ways. I'm excited for those that the first 10 to jump on this because I know what you do. And I mean, you haven't toot your horn to all the different skills. I mean, do you even know that?
He hasn't either. That's
do you know that this man is also, he produces movies?
Can you produce my movie? I don't even know what it is.
Let's talk.
He produces movies. He has a web company. He has a hosting company. He is a speaker. He is a writer. He is a coach. And he's not even a coach. He is a high-level coach. I mean, he works with some very, 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 very influential and very successful people. And he is a PhD that at a very young age, and he has the ability to then give these nuggets and this work and everything in bite-sized pieces to a point where you are working with someone that you feel as though is your buddy. He is an advocate. He's training, and I know this, and you don't make me feel bad for the fact that I'm asking for help. I don't know some of the things that I don't know. And you are all about just helping me feel good about asking for the help and being there for me because I spoke up. And I have never.
This, Tamara, this is not a group coaching or I'm going to throw you in some membership site and, you got to watch a bunch of videos. No, this is live. This is me and you working one-on-one on what you want to get out of 2019. That's what this is. We're going to do some things that will transform your family, transform you financially, physically, mentally, emotionally. Like we can take on whatever area of life you want to work on. This is us working together. This is not me going to pass you off to my assistant or other coaches I've trained. No, this is you and Jaye coming together to create this so that you can get what you want out of 2019.
This is incredible. I can just say for the fact that whoever is watching this, no matter where you're at in your personal and financial, professional, anything, there's not many, and I know a lot of people, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you guys know I know a lot of people, and there's not many people that I know that have the wealth of verified experience that Jay has. He and is just so absolutely cool. Do you know that Jay has a nonprofit that he was able to, within a very short time, take to $1 million in grants? Do you know that he actually is you're on your city board?
Yeah, city advisory board.
Yes, yes. And I mean, I can go on and on. We've already gone into these credentials. We've gone into this degree, multiple degrees. We've gone into this verified experience, these multiple companies. And then he's a politician because of the fact that he has he's not a politician, not a politician. He's on the advisory board because you have your nonprofit and you wanted to be able to affect the
policy.
That you are.
I'm not elected. I'm appointed. So,
okay,
I'm not an elected official. I'm an appointed advisory board member.
Okay, there you go. And you know what? Okay, I have to say this here. And a humble spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I agree, 100%.
I agree too.
One of the kindest humble spirit. I mean, I'll never forget it. There was an experience that I lack of sleep, guys. When I have lack of sleep, I cry a little bit easier.
Oh, good.
But there was an experience not long ago, and I won't get into too many of the details, but I do a lot of live stuff, and there was one time that Jay saw something, and I get off of this live, and immediately I get a call, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, and he's on there, and he's like, so how you doing? I'm like, I'm good, and he goes, are you? And you picked up on something, and instead of just letting it go, you immediately were there. And I, coming from the world and the generation I come from, immediately I'm thinking, what did I do wrong? And am I going to be coached? And am I going to? No, it wasn't any of that. It was, you know what? I felt that you needed a friend. I felt that, I picked up on something, and that meant so much to me. So much. And it was just a genuine, heartfelt concern. And I had asked for some help in the past, yes. And so, he's been such an amazing. He's actually come on to Chemo Buddies for Life advisories, come like an advisor for me, and he's been helping with that. And that is really great. But then when you get a call like that, that's over the top. And I know how busy this man is. He does, I cry when I sleep. Look at him. He's just like laughing and showing those white teeth, pearly teeth.
Hypnosis. I'm hypnotized right now.
Yeah. And so, guys, if you've ever thought about working with someone to help you with your business, oh my gosh, I just want to say thank you, Jay. Thank you so much, because I know that whoever it is, if you can, and of course I'm excited because it will be coming to Chemo Buddies, but I'm actually thinking, because this is the way I think, guys, and I'm genuine. I'm thinking, man, if there's a way that you can do this, and if you need this for your 2019, this is an incredible gift. This is more than a Christmas gift. This is a year. This is a lifetime. Yeah, absolutely a lifetime gift.
Yeah, that's a lifetime gift.
I just want to thank you. Oh my gosh. And we have Rodney Clements.
Good morning, Rodney.
Rodney actually created our promo video, and he's he's in the military, and he also is very generous soul and talented, and he is preparing to he's been speaking, and he's out there really getting his message. Yes, he's such an amazing person. And Sharon, hugs to you too, Sharon, always. And I know your host. Oh,
wait. Is a rock star.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Really
this is what, hour 10, and you're still coherent. Like, this is a rock star. I'm sending you energy for the rest of the 24 hours, just lifting you and surrounding you with energy.
Well, you have been, and I appreciate it. And I mean, we've been having fun with it. Thank you. And, thank you guys. This is about Chemo Buddies for Life, but I am totally taking this because I'm the front person for Chemo Buddies for Life, and I understand that. Mm-hmm. And so I want to say thank you in behalf of the buddies. And she's laughing. Yeah, I know. I am too. Because you know what? Our buddies, for example, like Sharon, you will maybe never see her, but you will always know her. And so if I can be that front person that you see, but then the buddies, we are a team to be reckoned with. And we are a community on the move, and we are going to affect change. And you know what? We are not going to let anybody do it alone, and we're healing through connections. And I just want to thank you, Jay. I mean, we're now at the end of this hour, and it's been an amazing ride, and I thank you for it. I thank you so very much. And so, you know what? I really, really know that people out there need to work with Jay. It's not a matter if you want to. It's not a matter if you can. In my mind, it's a matter that you need to, because if you want your life to change and become better and to, like you said, 100 times X, 1,000 times X, whatever it may be that you're willing to put that energy into yourself, this is your guy to work with.
Let's do it. Let's make 2019 amazing. Let's do it.
I'm all for it. Yes. I'm all for it.
Let's do it.
And
it was so lovely seeing you both again. Thank you for having me. I'm really humbled and honored to be here.
You're awesome. And we're going to close this hour, and we're going to open up the next one. Bye.
Later.